Namaste students, welcome back to your political science class. Today we will move to the second chapter, public administration. The main learning objectives of this is what is the meaning of public administration and what are the definitions given by different people regarding the public administration, importance and what do we mean by OSD and CORP perspectives. We'll also study about the recruitment and training and what are the types of training that are there. UPSC, KPSC, Secretariat, Law and Order, the role of central government and the role of police. All these we will be studying in this chapter. So when we tell public administration, children, by the public administration, it is the implementation of government policies. Today, public administration is often regarded as including also some responsibility for determining the policies and programs of government. Specifically, it is the planning, organizing, directing, coordinating, and controlling of government operations. It is a feature of all the nations, whatever their system of government. Within the nation's public administration is practiced at the central, intermediate, and local levels. Indeed, the relationship between the different levels of government with a single nation constitute a growing problem of the public administration. In most of the world, children, the establishment of highly trained administrative, executive, or directive classes has made public administration a distinct profession. The body of public administration is usually called the civil service. In the United States, the elitist class connotations historically attached to the civil services were consciously abandoned or from the early 20th century, with the result that civil servants were recognized as the professional and valued their expertise. When we move traditionally, the civil service is contrasted with other bodies serving the state full time, such as military, the judiciary, and the police children. Specialized services, sometimes referred to as the scientific or professional civil services, provide technical rather than general administrative support. Traditionally, in most countries, a distinction is made between the home civil service and those persons engaged abroad on diplomatic duties. A civil servant, therefore, is one of the body of persons who are directly employed in the administration of the internal affairs of the states and whose role and status are not political, ministerial, military, or constabulary. So now let us move on in detail with the lesson, children. This is just a small gist about the public administration. Children, the public administration has become more important in the modern society as this society is undergoing complex and there are also changes which are going very soon. The contribution of the public administration to a society is increasing day by day. So let us know the meaning of the public administration. Public administration is derived from the Latin words ad. It means to and administrate, serve. Public means people or citizen. So, administration means to execute the policy of government. Administration and management are used interchangeably. Simply means governmental administration, operates in a political setting. Its focus is specifically on public bureaucracy. It is the study and practice of public bureaucracy, coordinating and controlling all the government operations. So, what do we mean? Public administration is the use of managerial, political, and legal theories and process to fulfill the legislative, executive, and judicial governmental mandates for the provisions of regulatory and service functions for the society as a whole or some of the segments of it. So, public administration plays a very important role in the human society as a civic society. This type of administrative experiments are as old as human society children. The administration, public administration as a subject is evolved with the United States of America. The past president, that is Woodrow Wilson, Thomas Woodrow Wilson, is considered as the father of administration. At present, we are having the public administration, which is evolved as one of the main social areas of social science studies in all the countries. Public administration is a specific field of study, children. The word public, when we it is the government. Alexander Hamilton used the word public administration for the first time in 1812. So there are different definitions which are given by the political thinkers regarding this public administration. Let us see one by one. According to Woodrow Wilson, the holistic and the orderly implementation of law is public administration. According to Pifner, the consolidation of community initiatives in implementing the public policies is public administration. Luther Gulick, he defines public administration is related to the executive of the government. So, in all these, when we say we come to know that the public administration, children, is related to the total functioning of the government. Public administration is that part of the government that runs the day-to-day functioning of the state. Now let us move on to what is the importance. When we are studying the public administration, we should also know what is the importance of the public administration. Public administration helps us, firstly, it helps us to there are public administration is the field that is that field of service that maintains a civil society and provides for the need of the public. It is the activity which is undertaken by the government to look after its people and manage its affairs. One of the ways the people working in public administration use their problem solving skill is by helping during a crisis. So, crisis management is necessary during a crisis, and it is important to the limit the way it impacts the people. So, public administration, it deals with containing the situation and helping to keep safe from arranging the evocations to distributing necessary supplies with the rise in natural disasters and states of emergency due to the factors such as climate change. There are plenty of need for people with the right skill. So, the public administration therefore need to be prepared to help out in different types of emergencies. It's their job to know when to make certain decisions and the best ways to solve the various problems. So, As the state children, this is just a gist of the importance. So now we will move on to the importance in detail. As the state is evolving from protective state to a welfare state, and from a welfare state to a functioning state, so the importance of public administration is becoming more important. As a result, the scope As a result, the scope of public administration is enlarging. The holistic development of human society and the survival uh, of the civic society depends on effective public administration. The life cycle children of us, that is the human beings, it depends upon the public administration. It is like the heart of the state. There is no state without public administration. The modern state is called as an administrative state. So let us know about the importance still more in detail about the importance of the public administration. Public administration is like the pillar of the government. A state can be in existence without legislature and judiciary. Without an executive, government cannot exist, children. So, an administrative structure is needed for the implementation of public policy. So, Paul Appleby opines, according to his opinion, the public administration, meaning without administration, a government is only a meaningless chatter. Secondly, it serves various functions in the interest of the public. The public administration caters to a human beings beginning from the womb, from his womb to tomb, that is from the birth to death. It maintains civil order and peace by protecting the life and employment opportunities, protects the states, and it also protecting the life and property of the citizen. Apart from that, it also takes care of providing basic facilities, education, employment, opportunities, and protects the states and ensures economic equality. And it also provides numerous services. Then we are having it implementation to law and policies. Public administration regulates the activities of people by implementing the law and policies. If the public administration does not function well, the policy will be on the paper. That means it will not work out. Fourthly, we are having necessary to protect the social security. Public administration functions as a tool of social security. Though the government change, public administration children, it will remain the same, and it also ensures the stability to administration. So this ensures the smooth functioning of the administration. If there is the absence of good public administration, a strong state also fails. So the destruction of the ancient Roman Empire is the good example. Public administration ensures the unity and harmony in the society by solving the problems of the society. Next, we will move to the last part of this one, that is support the legislature and the executive. So, public administration, it is like the aid for the implementations of policies formed by the legislature. It also provides input in the form of statistics, children, and it also gives suggestions to the government to make the policies. So, public administration plays a very important role not only in implementation of the public policy but also in its planning. Now we will move on to the next topic, that is the scope of public administration. So what is the scope? There is a disagreement among the thinkers with regard to the scope of the public administration. Experts like Woodrow Wilson and L.D. White argue that public administration has a wide scope. So, according to them, public administration includes all the three pillars of the administration. So, which are the main three pillars? They are the legislature, judiciary, and executive. So, according to Luther, Gulick and Simon, public administration has a very narrow scope. So, according to the executive activities of the, according to them, public administration scope is limited to the executive activities of the government. So, children, in the next class we will study about what do we mean by POSD and CORB perspective. So, we will be studying this, and along with that we will be studying about what do we mean by recruitment and training. Thank you, children.